You don't think an opening montage will wake the warden, do you? Check out the new armor. I'd say that was worth a montage. We used every single trim we have and every single diamond we had, but it looks nice, so I don't care. I chose emerald so we can blend in with the villagers. They're our greatest ally, and anybody who sees us is going to know that now. Hey guys, Kingpin here. Welcome to the next episode of TaleCraft. I'm going to keep the intro short today since we already used a lot of time on the opening montage. You guys really seemed to enjoy the last episode where we made a zoo, so we're going to do the rare direct sequel. Off camera I learned that we're not going to have to wait until 1.21 for the armadillo, the mob vote winner, to be added to the game. It's actually coming sooner, so theoretically it could be here by this Wednesday when the snapshots come out. That being said, since the last zoo episode we made a mangrove swamp with frogs, it's only natural that we make the savannah today. The savannah and the mangrove are connected in our world. That's where we found the mangrove in the first place. So we'll make a llama and prep for the armadillo exhibit today. See you guys out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. One of the most important things to do when you're making a zoo is to mix up how the exhibits look. For example, on this one, I want the left and kind of back side of the exhibit to mimic a mountain that you'd find in the savannah, sort of like the one in the backdrop of this zoo in the first place. But, so the animals don't escape, it's going to have to be at least 2 blocks tall in every additional area, so the animals can't climb out of it. This is a llama exhibit, and they do like to climb, but we just don't want them climbing out of the exhibit. Now that we have the backdrop of our exhibit, and we know roughly where the fence is going to be, now we need to worry about making the actual viewing area. And like we did with the redwood and the mangrove, I'm thinking we're going to use the orange, which is native to the savannah, in this one. We're going to add in glass panes, but if we use slabs on the roof of this thing, there's no way the llamas will be able to escape. We can't forget to give them a place to drink in case they get thirsty. I feel like whenever I go into savannas in Minecraft I see a lot of sand, so I'll add some to this little watering hole so the llamas feel like they're right at home. Alright, the glass finally finished. I know in the intro I said that we were going to make 2 exhibits today, one for the armadillo, which is yet to come out, and one for these llamas, but I figured we'd make a third. I forgot that Mojang was adding a bunch of new wolf variants, and one of them happens to spawn in the savannah, so we'll be sure to add that one too once it comes to the game in 1.21. We have this little area over here in the llama exhibit that's kind of a big awkward wall that looks ugly, so I figured we'd just make a little shelter for the llamas. If it gets too hot, they can come under here. Luckily there's a savannah right across the river, so finding all 3 color variants wasn't very hard. Now we just have to get them in the exhibit. That wasn't so bad, and look, they look happy. They're trying to cool down since it's hot out here. They look like they really enjoy it. Now time for the armadillo exhibit. And again, sadly we're not going to be able to add them to the zoo today, but as soon as they come out that'll be the first thing we do. I know in real life armadillos like to burrow, so I'm thinking for this exhibit we make kind of a little hill, but allow them to go through it. This turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Now all we have to do is detail it up, and then it should be done and ready for the armadillos to come in as soon as they're out. We finally finished this section of the zoo. On the right we have where the wolf is going to be, and I honestly don't know how the savannah ones behave, so I made this exhibit about as basic as possible. On the left we have the armadillos with their tunnel, and then straight back we have the llamas. They have the biggest exhibit since there's going to be the most of them in there, and they're not very small mobs to begin with. And now it's detailed up. I couldn't really think of what to put in here, so I was trying to find some inspiration from various zoos and other exhibits like this, and I tried to use a different type of architecture. I think it turned out well. We'll add little fun facts and stuff on the hanging signs once we can study the animals when they're actually in the game. But for now I just put the hay in the armadillo area, I put some hay in the llama area, and there's nothing really I can put for food in the wolf area since I don't know what they eat. Of course the wandering trader wants in and he's making all the llamas go crazy since they all follow the ones on the lead. Come on, dude. But I think that's going to do it for this addition to the zoo. We'll make another one shortly, but for now, that's all the savannah has going on. I'm trying to think of other biomes that are usually close to savannas and mangroves, and next will probably be the jungle, but it might be a few episodes of TaleCraft before we make that. If you enjoy this zoo mini-series, stick around because there's going to be more coming. We've spent a lot of time here in the zoo in the past couple episodes, so I think we'll end this episode out here instead of going back to the village and the office. I hope you guys are enjoying, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. We're so close to 100 subscribers, and I really can't be more happy with the progress the channel's making. With that being said, Kingpin out. See you next time.